YouTube, what are we saying? So this is going to be my first ever video. Now, I thought, you know what, I've got a new camera and I think it's time that I make a YouTube channel to show you lot exactly what I'm doing in terms of my own training, my nutrition, and give you an understanding as to who I am on a more personal level. Just because I thought, yeah, I'm doing a lot of talking to the camera, but am I ready for YouTube yet? Nah, people don't want to see my life, it's boring. But I thought, you know what, it's peak week. Well, we're getting to that point of peak week. It's my first ever show is coming up on Sunday. So I thought, what a time to get started with this than now. And you know what, I want to bring you guys with me so you can get to know me, like I said, on a more personal level. And I'm looking forward to sharing this journey with you because I really want to take YouTube seriously. And I want to start making videos and making content outside of Instagram Reels, outside of TikTok, outside of Instagram Stories. I want to take it to another level and I want to bring you guys along with me. Wednesday the 17th of May, so it's the day after I recorded the first part of the video. Now, it is 6:20 in the morning, or 6:17 in the morning. I'm pretty much waking up at 5 every morning. It's like clockwork at the moment, just literally waking up. Oh, that sun is bright. Waking up, feeling fresh, to be honest, and I'm only getting roughly about six hours sleep, but my body works pretty well on that. But now we are getting in meal one. So again, it's another low day, 100 grams of carbs. So before we go off and do some steps at the gym, we're just gonna get some rice cake. I cannot fucking speak in the morning. I've had no caffeine, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Always hits different. Always hits different. When you're dieting and you're hungry, you genuinely just appreciate food. You appreciate every bite. No matter how dry a standard rice cake is, but that with a bit of jam on makes a massive difference. Huge difference, huge difference. So don't take your food for granted. Do not. I can promise you, when I'll finish the show on Sunday, I'm gonna treat myself to a Domino's. And I'm gonna show you exactly what pizza I'm gonna get and exactly what sides I'm gonna get. And you can watch me enjoy that because it's gonna be a special moment. An extremely low day, but it's the final stretch. It's the final stretch before we load back up. So, and in all honesty, I've done this for the past 2 days now and I've felt fine. It all comes down to meal preparation. It all comes down to making sure that I spread my meals nicely across the day and don't wait too long between each meal. That's the one thing that people tend to struggle with. It's their hunger on a diet comes down to this structure of the meals across the day and making sure that they're not leaving too big of a gap between meals. So that's what I was doing at first, and that's when I was extremely hungry, and that was on around 2,200 calories. So now we're at the back end of it, being a little bit more meticulous with how we're approaching meal timings, the frequency makes a massive difference. So if you ever feel like you're struggling on a diet, little and often really does matter. Little and often really does matter to keep you satiated across the day and make sure that you're getting a serving of protein in generally each meal. Bar obviously the rice cakes, there's not really a lot of protein in that, but that was just an additional meal because I wanted to take out some carbs elsewhere so I could get some carbs in this morning because I do fancy some carbohydrates to get me going and get some steps in. So we are going to head off to the gym now, get a little bit of caffeine. Everyone loves a bit of caffeine in the morning, and if you don't, probably a bit of a psychopath. But yeah, we're going to get down to the shop, probably grab a Monster because I've run out of coffee pods, and then we're going to get cracking, head off to the gym and get the day started. So we're now at the local BP, just a petrol station, just to grab a bottle of flavoured water. So one of my favourites, sugar-free, mango passion. You can't get better than that. When it comes to dieting, get yourself on that ASAP. The caffeine is in, so you'll notice I'm going to pick up in energy levels now. Energy levels are going to creep up, and I'm looking forward to that. Another thing as well is with caffeine, when it comes to consuming caffeine in the morning, you are going to notice it will suppress your appetite. So if you're finding that you are hungry in the morning and you need to delay that level of hunger, get yourself a coffee, get yourself some form of caffeine in your, whether that's a white Monster if you don't like coffee, whether that's a coffee, whether that's 2 coffees. 1, to give you that little bit of buzz, and 2, suppress your appetite for a little bit longer. So if you need to push your meals further into the day to fast, then do that. Because all that's going to do is leave you a shorter window to eat. Get asked all the time, should I fast? Should should I try and intermittent fast? Is that going to be best for me? Is that going to allow you to eat less food in a shorter time frame? Yeah. Is that potentially going to keep hunger at bay? Yeah. But if you find yourself extremely fucking hungry in the morning and nothing is going to suppress your appetite, then it could be worth eating in the morning to keep that hunger at bay across the day. That rhymed. Sick. But yeah, you do want to make sure that you base it around you. Intermittent fasting is just a way of consuming less calories in a shorter space of time, or consuming the same amount of calories in a shorter space of time. I find that it depends on the day for me. If I'm really hungry, then I will eat in the morning. If I'm not that hungry, I'm just craving a little bit of food, bit of caffeine, that will sort me out, and then I'll fast until around 12-1, and then I'll crack on with the rest of my meals for the day. But like I said, it depends on the day, and it depends on you, and what is going to suit you best on that day. So, let's get to the gym, let's get some steps in, and I will keep you updated once that is done. Getting back home, eating my first meal of the day, which is going to be cream of rice, whey paste, and some frozen berries and dark chocolate. Genuinely one of my favourite meals on this diet. One of my favourite meals on this prep has been cream of rice, and I swear to you, once this prep is done, that will be staying in, except being in an off-season setting and obviously looking to grow and improve. That meal is going to be staying in, but the amount that I'm going to be eating is going to be a lot higher, so cannot wait to share that with you, because the off-season is going to be one of the crucial points that's going to allow me to improve for next year and take me to that next level. But for now, we just do what we can. We do what we can. We show up on the day and do as best as we can and bring the best possible package to the stage, and hopefully have a decent placing. I'm not looking to win, but I'm also not looking to lose. I'm not putting all this effort in to just do shit. I want to get somewhere on the stage. I want to look like I belong on that stage. So what we're going to do, and like we have been doing, is put that fucking work in, because if I don't, I'm only letting myself down, considering how much work I've put in, all the cardio, all the time spent on that fucking Stairmaster. It's time to showcase that. But regardless, it's been a challenge, and it's been an amazing challenge that I will want to do again 100%. But anyway, enough of the rambling, let's get to the fucking gym. So, steps done. So just got back out to the car, and now we are at, what, 20 past 8? Half past eight, so I've been there for about 45 minutes, so it's time to go back, get my first meal in, like I said, which is going to be cream of rice, dark chocolate, whey paste, and some berries. Just need to grab some berries from the shop, but yeah, going to really enjoy that, because your boy is hungry. But let's get off and eat. Meal one's about to go down. So today, in terms of flavour and brand, cream of rice, always complete strength. This is by far one of the best brands that you can get. I've tried a couple. I've got a Chaos Crew one down there. I've also got a NXT version as well, and we've also got a CSM cream of rice. But every single time, I just revert back to complete strength. Flavour of chunks today, cinnamon cereal. I've also got gingerbread flavour. It's okay, but cinnamon cereal is banging. Another one that I go for generally is caramel biscuit. So if you're looking for an easy carb source that digests really well, get yourself on cream of rice. At first it's probably going to be shit, but today I'm going to show you a little bit of a tutorial of how I would do it. Keep it quite simple, put a load of water in it, make it nice and voluminous, but there is going to be a slight change to the what is going in the meal itself. So I've got no berries, I've got no frozen berries, so what instead we're going to replace that with some more rice cakes. So I will show you how that meal is going to be looking when it's done. Also give you a quick rundown as to how I make the cream of rice, because when I first started making it I was shit, so I want to make sure that you know how to do it properly. He's currently sat on the microwave. I am going to get a tripod for this because that cannot run. But now what we're going to do, we're out the chicken, get some eggs in a bowl. Ignore me, we're not going to get eggs in the bowl. We are going to fry them today, but we're going to fry them with a little bit of fry light and have some diced chicken with it as well. Honestly, starving. So this meal is going to go down an absolute treat. And I'm fucking excited to make it. So obviously tomorrow we're going to be waking up nice and early anyway. Like I said, generally my wake time at the moment is around 5 AM. So we're going to get up at 5, make the first meal. I'm going to show you what that is in the morning, but it's all planned out, ready to go for tomorrow. And then from there, we can take you through and document the whole day. So you can see how things are responding and how my body's responding to more carbs. And I can promise you, I can tell you now that it's going to be a lot better than it feels right now because my legs feel as heavy as shit. But enough of the shit talking. It is time to make this meal because it's just sat here looking at me and I think it's time that we get cooking. And that is it. Next meal's done. So chicken, 1 egg, or 175 grams of chicken, 1 egg, and a little bit of salad. So again, just keeping it nice and basic, really simple. Any food is good food right now. Any food tastes nice. So this is going to go down the treat. Obviously putting a little bit of salad on the plate as well to increase the volume of the meal, just to make it a little bit more filling. Means I'm eating for longer. So a little bit of a diet hack. When you get to the point of feeling very hungry, you want to volumize your meals as much as possible. So when it comes to veg, when it comes to salad, put a little bit more in. Green beans, spinach, mushrooms, onions, lettuce, things like that. Yeah, it's fucking rabbit food, but again, if you put that in there, it's going to volumize your meals and it's going to make you eat for longer, so you're going to feel fuller, or as a little bit fuller. Right now, I don't feel full at all, but it just means I'm eating for longer, so a little bit more satisfied. So I'm going to tuck into this because this is calling my name, and it has been for the past few hours, so I'm going to enjoy every single bite of this, and I'm also going to chill and watch some YouTube, and then crack on with some work, and then I'm going to eat again. On to meal number 3. Didn't want to bore you with making this, but it's just the same old shit. Same old shit, 175 grams of chicken and a little bit of veg. So again, veg of choice, red onion, a little bit of tomato and mushrooms mixed in with the chicken. Again, a little bit of seasoning, 2 grams of pink salt. Time to tuck in again. And that is going to be the end of the video, guys. So that is a full day of eating on 100 grams of carbs. So I've got 2 more meals to go in, but I'm not going to bore you and record them because they're going to be so standard. But like I mentioned earlier on, it is going to be 180 gram of mince, some tender stem broccoli, green beans, and then we have got whey paste and berries to finish off the day. And then tomorrow we load. Tomorrow we load up the carbs. 700 grams of carbs are going in tomorrow. So like I said, that is going to be a separate video in itself. A full day of eating, going over how we are going to get 700 grams of carbs in. It's all planned out, ready to go, and the video will be done tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to letting you lot see that and give you an insight into how we are going to approach this peak and how we're going to approach the rest of this prep. It's time to get it, but for now, we shut off and we go again tomorrow. And hopefully when you see this, you've enjoyed the video. And I know this is one of my first videos, so it's not going to be on point. It's not going to be the best, but it's a start. It's a start, and everyone's got to start somewhere. So if you're new around here, then make sure you drop me a subscription. How is it? A subscribe? Yeah, subscribe, like the video, and if you don't follow me on Instagram already, then make sure you drop me a follow. It's _Coach T Coleman on Instagram. A little bit of a plug, post stuff on there on a daily basis, so you definitely want to give me a follow on there if you don't already, and I'll speak to you guys soon.